The show has baseball for you on a Wednesday night in the desert from Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's Diamondbacks baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Bennett Gutierrez will do the pitching in game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, he's going for that coveted 30th start today. When pitchers go to spring training, they hope they're healthy enough to get 30 starts. That tells them they've had a pretty good year. So he's had a solid season with this 30th start in this ball game.
At the plate, Chris Wilder, 110 RBIs for him on the year. Clearly a big threat up there. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Harold, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10. And this one's in the dirt. Runners on first with 1 down. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-2 once more. And he misses with a high changeup that time. A dangerous pitch. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Matt, Jansen's going to remind you of those Brave games we used to watch with Maddox and Glavine and Smoltz were pitching, because he's got a wide zone. He's going to take us back to the 90s, calling balls off the plate.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Here you go. Let it fly.
Here's another 2-2. Scorched to third. Reined in to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. So coming to the plate, Kirby Tanaka.
Pitcher, Kirby Tanaka.
1-2. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Wilder on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. With Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. The windup and the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Wilder. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in once again, Chris Wilder. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Wilder.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
A swing and a miss at a ball down. Drilled right back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores. But, man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself if he stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Digging in to try it again. Will Albrecht. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Albrecht.
Hey, let it fly. Let's go right here.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Well, he hit that ball hard right there. I think he got a little bit lucky. If it's at somebody, probably a double play ball instead of a single.
Ready for another shot now. Alfredo Juarez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. A throw behind the runner at second. And a dive, but he's back in there. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Will be striding in once again. Chris Wilder. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Wilder
sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Come on now, one time right here.
The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Hey, have a rip.
Now here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Dahl. He's got it 1 away.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
8-3 tonight. Kirby
Rocky.
Not a surprise for this time of year. It is burning hot here at Chase Field in Phoenix. Today, getaway day, the finale of this 4-game set between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Stay tuned for Diamondbacks baseball next. Cesar Murillo gets the start for Arizona in this one. What's your take on him, H?
When I look at this game, I look at one number that just jumped out at me. Over 300. Left-handers are hitting over 300. So if he wants to win this game, he's got to get those left-handers out. That will be where my attention is, and see if he's able to execute in this game.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. These Rockies, Harold, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matt, it's been really interesting. I mean, they won a game, lost a game, won a game. You want to get a little more consistency. And that's why you want to win this game and maybe put together a nice streak moving forward.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, sometimes you make the perfect pitch and you still give up a base hit. That ball's down, and he just scooped it out and drove it through the infield.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Will Albrecht. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Popped up, calling for it. Rodriguez, 2 gone. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. What's the key for them if they want to split this series, HR?
Well, Matt, they've really been struggling the last 3 or 4 games to score runs. They haven't been able to execute a bunt. They haven't been hitting, running. They haven't been doing the little things that maybe might jump them. And the biggest thing, the power has disappeared. So they've struggled the last 3 or 4 games.
Stepping into the box, Eric Stockman. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And that misses for ball 4. Standing in, Pedro Sanchez. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough.
Hey, one time, right now.
This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Chris Wilder. First pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Schern gloves it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Ready once again, Chris Wilder. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to. You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Rodriguez is there. 1 away. So striding forward now, Chris Wilder.
Third baseman, Chris Wilder.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Come on, big guy. See it? Drive it right here.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike 1 becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at-bat.
Tapped up the third base line. A scoop with the bare hand. A great stab, but this will be scored a base hit as the hitter reaches first without a play.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Will Albrecht. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They still lead. Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. Cesar Murillo gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. We are under the lights here on a Friday night at AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Francisco Giants. Major League Baseball on the show is next. David Abe, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, he's going for that coveted 30th start today. When pitchers go to spring training, they hope they're healthy enough to get 30 starts. That tells them they've had a pretty good year. So he's had a solid season with his 30th start in this ball game.
Wilder.
Striding in, Chris Wilder, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you know, they're hoping to get more out of the number 6 hitter. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's
digging in for his second at bat, Chris Wilder. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Wilder.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Hey, get one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Digging in, Lenny Hollins comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Lenny Hollins.
Popped high in the air.
That's up, that's up, that's up.
Wilder is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. He drew a base on balls his first time up. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Ready for another chance? Chris Wilder. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Wilder.
And this is fouled back and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate.
Come on, guy, get your pitch up there.
Again, a 1-2. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Once again, a 3-2. Grounded weakly toward third. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single.
Oh, what a play. Now, you got to rule that a base hit, but, man, the shortstop made a great effort on that just to knock the ball down. But that's going to be ruled a hit, no doubt about it.
Ready once again, Will Albrecht. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and get...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Digging in once again, Chris Wilder. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Wilder.
Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
This is exactly what they didn't want. Leading off an inning, and he goes up and he's swinging at everything. His balls aren't even close. He's got to make him work a little bit.
Hey, see you drive it right back to the pitcher. Huh, now?
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Wilder is retired, and there's one. Close one tonight. 2-1 the final score. The Diamondbacks host road win number 40 on the year. Guy Burnside with his 4th win this season. David Abe pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Bernardo Mora closes the door for the save, his 39th of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this season. Saturday night baseball here on the show from AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend. Garrett Lopes, a lefty from Georgia, will be the starter here. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, he's been throwing the ball really well his last 3 outings. In the last 3 outings, he's allowing just less than a base runner an inning. When you do that, you're going to win games. And that's the key to his success in the last 3 games so far.
First offering on its way. And there he goes towards second. In the air out toward right field. Hollins is in pursuit. And that's the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in to try it again. Chris Wilder 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Wilder.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air to right field. Moving under it, Hollins. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Stepping into the box, Luis Delgado.
Luis
0-1, here it comes. Here's a high pop-up. Wilder is there for it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Sam. So striding in, Chris Wilder. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Wilder.
And this is fouled straight back. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Hey, that's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Fouled straight back.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Wilder. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Hot shot on the ground is short. Westbrook is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now at the plate, Chris Wilder 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
Chris Wilder.
First offering on its way. A cold strike on the inside corner.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike 1 becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at bat.
Here comes the 0-1. In the dirt here. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in again here on the next pitch.
And this is going to be a foul ball.
Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like his timing was perfect. He just didn't barrel it up.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball.
Need you right now. Make something happen for us.
The 1-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Slapped hard the opposite way. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Campos rounds the corner and is headed home. The runner from second crosses the plate, and he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So digging in now, Will Albrecht. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Into the box, Alfredo Juarez, and he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Softly hit toward the hole. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. And the tying run is going to score here in the 9th, and we are right back to where we started. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Hey, multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5, the final. Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series. Striding into the box, Chris Wilder. He's got a chance at a big season milestone here. One more home run to reach 50 on the season. Harold Reynolds, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
Well, Matt, the other thing, I mean, they're 3-2 on the homestand, so they haven't been real consistent. You'd like to see 4-1 or even 5-0 at this point, the way they've played baseball. That's why this game today puts you at 4-2, and now you feel a little bit better, like you're playing pretty good, consistent ball.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Now, Summersgill's tough to figure out. He may get some complaints. You don't know what side of the bed he woke up on, and that's like his strike zone. He'll call one side of the plate and not the other. When you figure out what side he's calling, that's where you make your living.
A dive. He's got it. Touché, sir. Safe.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Will Albrecht. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona. Now it'll be the Giants' turn. No score. Standing in, Chris Wilder. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Wilder.
First pitch on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Ready for another shot now. Chris Wilder, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Onto the garden netting and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. So a milestone here. And even 50 home runs on the year now. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
50 home runs. That's not a big year. That's a huge year. That's select company right there. Rare air. Not many guys are reaching the 50 homer mark. That's an impressive number.
Chris Wilder will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. 1 out, nobody on. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Now that's what a slider's supposed to look like. Great execution. Starts off the plate and makes him reach.
Outside, 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball. This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Gonzalez has it, and a good throw just beats him.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A 2-0 finish today. Arizona earned the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Reggie Walden picks up his team-leading 13th win, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Giants, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 22 minutes. A reminder that Muni Metro service on the J or T lines is available outside the 2nd Street entrance with transfer service to BART at the Civic Center, Powell, Montgomery, or Embarcadero stations. Caltrain service is available at the depot at 2nd and King Streets, and post-game ferries will be departing soon for Vallejo, Larkspur, Alameda, and Oakland.
Petco Park here on a Tuesday night. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. Stay tuned for Padres baseball next on the show. Tom Yang gets the start for San Diego in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, his last outing, he did his
Batting
job.
third.
I mean, he didn't give up a
Third
run.
baseman,
He did a nice
Chris
job, gave his team an
Wilder.
opportunity, and he picked up the win. So he is throwing the ball as good as he can right now.
And he takes ball one. Harold, this Padres team, as they take the field here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Matt, it's always nice to play at home, and to win the first game of a series makes it even extra special. They just got to go out and play real well and maybe keep the streak going. Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive. Digging in, the switch hitter, Will Albrecht. He gets a
Batting
shot to
fourth.
hit here in the inning
First
following the
baseman.
2-out single.
Will
Yeah, and that hit
Albrecht.
might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Well, right back at him, and it hit him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. The next batter, Jamer Candelario.
Batting
First
fifth.
at bat for him in
Third
this one.
baseman.
He was 1 for 4 with a
Jamer
double in the ball game
Candelario.
last night. This one's down to third. There. Throw in time at first for strike number 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Wilder. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. And that's in there, base hit. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And you can see there he currently holds the top spot on this Arizona roster in that category. Striding in once again, Will Albrecht. Here's the 3-1. He's running towards second. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 35 now on the season. And the Diamondbacks move out in front. It's now 2-1.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Ready for another shot now, Chris Wilder. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Throw into second. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now 3-1. So he's able to come through here with 2 away. And that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in and looking for more, Will Albrecht. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Wilder. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And this is going to be a foul ball. 7 runs, 13 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Another one sent foul.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Goldberg is on his way home. The runner from second crosses the plate.
2 out, 2 strikes, down to the last strike of the inning, and he's able to hang in there and drive the ball for a base hit. Good job of battling right there.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Will Albrecht. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's a run on. Now at the plate, Mark
The catcher, number
Tapia.
14, Mark Tapia.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Wilder is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Ready once again, Pablo Reyes. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important. Possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
He gets another hit, his 3rd hit of the game. Now, he's been ice cold at the plate recently, so maybe we're seeing signs of him coming out of it.
Now at the plate, Chris Wilder.
Next for the
4 hits
Diamondbacks.
for him in this one, all
Third
singles.
baseman, Chris Wilder.
Let it fly.
First pitch coming, here it is. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
And this one's in the dirt. No one out with a runner at second.
No one better up there. Here you go.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And it's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 51 on the year, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive. You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
This one ends with a 10-5 score. The Arizona Diamondbacks get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Cesar Murillo hangs win number 11 on his line. Tom Yang permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Diamondbacks.
A look from downtown San Diego and Petco Park. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. It's time for Padres baseball. Next. Bryant Samuel gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, his last 3 outings have been, I'd say, inconsistent. They haven't been good. His ERA is over 4, just giving up too many runs. And when you give up that many runs, you're not going to win games.
Stepping into the box, Chris Wilder, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. These Padres, Harold, as they take the field this afternoon, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
And, Matt, you always want to win 2 of the 3 games. I mean, today is a big game because you walk away and you start adding up those numbers in the series. You go, we won 2 out of 3 there. That's the goal for every team, to win 2 out of 3 in the series.
The throw into second, and he is in there.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Stepping up to the plate, Will Albrecht. He went deep last night twice.
Will
Two out here and a runner at second. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Eric Stockman.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball on to first, and the Diamondbacks are turned away as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair, and now the Friars will get their first chance. At the plate, Chris Wilder.
Third baseman, Chris Wilder.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Look, this is a big half inning. Look, they're down a little bit right now, but if they get something going, it's still early in the game. This is a huge inning and a huge at-bat.
Here comes the 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. First and second now, one man out.
Hey, here we go, big guy. Come on.
Skied into straightaway right. Gibbs is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jeimer Candelario. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Ready for another chance. Jude Leonard. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Put him right here, guys.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Padres 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Coming to the plate now, Patrick Davis. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th.
Hey, we got 2 down.
Chopped weakly to the left. Scooped up on the backhand. And he's safe.
Well, that's called smelling a base hit right there. He beats out an infield single. Not everybody hustles out of the box, but he darn sure knew he better, and he did.
Digging in once again, Chris Wilder. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Hit hard back up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So striding in, Chris Wilder.
Stay through it. Let's go. Drive it.
Wilder.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Hey, that's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Well, the line score says it all. 10-1 as you check the tally inning by inning. 10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. San Diego blasted 5 home runs en route to victory. Bryant Samuel earns win number 7 on the season. Guy Burnside worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that here we are at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, just about set for Friday Night Baseball on the show. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Miami Marlins and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Josh Heineck, the German-born starter, will get the assignment here. What's your take on him, H?
Well, he has got an excellent strikeout to walk ratio. He's dominating hitters. He doesn't walk guys. He's around the plate. And that number alone just tells me his stuff is dominating and hitters can't catch up to it. Let's watch him execute in this game.
Digging in now, Daniel Cardona, currently 3rd on the team in stolen bases. So we'll see if he gets an opportunity to do any running in this one. Hit on the ground. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. So coming to the plate, Chris Wilder. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Matt, Jansen's going to remind you of those Brave games we used to watch with Maddox and Glavine and Smoltz were pitching because he's got a wide zone. He's going to take us back to the 90s calling balls off the plate.
Stay hot up there.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this will be fouled away. This Marlins ball club, Harold Reynolds, as they begin play here tonight. They've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, they're playing good ball, and here they are already with a 1-0 lead, and I think this trend may continue. They're really putting it all together and playing good ball right now.
Cardona is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes 3rd on the... Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Wilder. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here you go.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
I'm looking forward to this at bat right here, Matt. 2 outs, bases empty, and you got the power guy at the plate. He's going to let it fly. He must. I guarantee you he will.
Here you go.
Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Can't do much with that one, and it's 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw to first ends the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Irvin Dages. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive.
Well, there's a little 2-out base hit. Maybe start a little 2-out rally. Now, he's giving up some runs. He's a little vulnerable. We've seen him give up runs already in this game. So maybe this is a start of something big.
Striding in once again, Chris Wilder. No hits and 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Wilder.
All right, one time right here.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And gone up into the second deck. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 52 for him thus far. And the Diamondbacks have cut the gap to 4-2 now.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat, but come on. I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet.
Digging in once again, Chris Wilder. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Come on, big guy.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Fouled straight back.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And he chased it in the dirt. Up with it, Gill. And he makes the throw to first. Wilder is retired, and there's 1 away.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make... Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2.
Well, the clear skies typically mean one thing, a hot afternoon here at Chase Field in Phoenix. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Miami Marlins and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Now at the plate, Chris Wilder, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And he'll dive back in safely.
Come on, big guy, stay
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Montalvo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. H, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, Matt, they find themselves already down 1. The big thing here, realize you got a lot of game left. Just score 1 run. Try to get right back in the game, even it up.
Digging in to try it again. Chris Wilder, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one gets away. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give them anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
These Marlins, Harold, as they take the field this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, you know what I find interesting about this team and watching this game today? They are really playing strong baseball. They're playing good down the stretch. And that, to me, is all about that front office and the manager. They haven't quit. They've got plans in the future. And this looks like a club that you look at and you say, look out for them next year. May not get there this year, but next year they will.
And another foul ball.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one. Stepping into the box,
Now
Chris
batting,
Wilder. He's
baseman.
0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Wilder.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Set to deliver the 0-1. Softly on a line to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Ready for another shot now, Chris Wilder. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk, so that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone.
First baseman.
Ready once again, Will Albrecht. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Set to deliver on 3-0, and that misses for ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
At the plate, Eric Stockman.
Number 4, Eric Stockman.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. 6th home run on the season for him as they open it up to 6-2 now.
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give them some if I could hand some out.
Now at the plate, Chris Wilder. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Here we go. Need you right here. Better 5, biggin.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Look to go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there. I want to see if he calms it down or does it again on this pitch.
In the dirt. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
6 runs, 9 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks.
Your turn.
And there's the 4th wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and 2 men gone.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Hey,
Ready for another chance? Will Albrecht. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Albrecht.
Here we go. Need you right here.
Hey, drive those guys in. Here we go.
From the belt, the pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Digging in and looking for more,
Now
Eric
batting.
Stockman.
Center
He went
fielder,
deep earlier, and he's
Eric
2 for 4 to this point.
Stockman.
Hey, clutch up right here. Need you right now. Make something happen for us.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. 9th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Marlins 4.
Well, it's almost automatic for this guy as he puts another game on ice. That's save number 40 for the season. Clearly, this guy is one of the best in the game.
7-4 the final finish today. The Arizona Diamondbacks pick up win number 70. William Chung gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Bernardo Mora hammers down the save, his 40th of the season. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Diamondbacks: 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 18 runners on base. For the Marlins, 4 runs, 12 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street station.
afternoon baseball at Chase Field on a fine Sunday in the desert. In now, Chris Wilder. He's not among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club. Now a throw over, a dive, but he's back.
Hey, have a rip, like you can't.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just got a piece up the line. But it's foul, strike one. These Marlins, Harold, as they take the field this afternoon. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, you know what I find interesting about this team and watching this game today? They are really playing strong baseball. They're playing good down the stretch. And that, to me, is all about that front office and the manager. They haven't quit. They've got plans in the future, and this looks like a club that you look at and you say, look out for them next year. May not get there this year, but next year they will.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. HR, how do they send their... Stepping into the box, Chris Wilder. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 15.
Hit hard up the middle, and the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Digging in for his second at-bat, Will Albrecht. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Number 3. Pedro
stepping up now, Pedro Sanchez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So digging in now, Chris Wilder, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Wilder
into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with. You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game. He continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this is fouled at the plate. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Pena fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now at the plate, Chris Wilder. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
Chris Wilder.
Oh, let it fly. Oh, it's sitting on something right here.
Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike.
Hey, let it rip, let it rip. Hey, let it rip, let it rip.
The 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 2 down, runners at first and second.
Come on, man, get your pitch up there.
Cold strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. from the stretch. Misses, ball 2.
Come on, big guy.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. The runner scores from second. And a huge insurance run is across to score all the way from first. It's now 3-1.
Man, to come up late in the game and get 2 runs driven in to put you ahead in a game that was tied, that is beautiful. Now it's up to the pitching.
Now to the plate, Will Albrecht. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And the run is in to score from third. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, that's a big base hit.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Bennett Gutierrez earned his 9th win of the year as he finishes. MLB Network has baseball from the Valley of the Sun, Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Stepping in, Chris Wilder, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And a dive, but he's back in there. Has a look, now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Harold, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matt, you know what I find interesting about this team and watching this game today? They are really playing strong baseball. They're playing good down the stretch. And that, to me, is all about that front office and the manager. They haven't quit. They've got plans in the future, and this looks like a club you look at and you say, look out for them next year. May not get there this year, but next year they will. Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Well, he hit that ball hard right there. I think he got a little bit lucky. If it's at somebody, probably a double play ball instead of a single.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Will Albrecht. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. The 1-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. Goldberg rounds third and is digging for the plate. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, he comes up with the big RBI hit right there and puts them ahead in this ball game. If they can keep a lead, get to that bullpen, they got a shot to win this game.
Digging in, Alfredo Juarez.
Center fielder, Alfredo Juarez. See it, Giant, let's go.
The 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Collins Back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you know, Matt, they need to get better production for their number 3 hitter. Remember, he hit over 60 home runs last year, so it's very surprising to see him off to such a slow start. Makes you wonder if there's something wrong physically or mentally, but it could be just a slump he's going to have to work through.
So digging in now, Pedro Sanchez. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base. And after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. On to the second inning. Digging in now, Diego Baez.
Catcher, Diego Baez.
Now a bunt attempt here. Wilder is right. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was fair.
Digging in to try it again. Chris Wilder.
Third baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. A less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Oh, that was a tough pitch to lay off of. He took this hack at that slider. He thought it was going to be over the plate. It just kept running away.
Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Come on, let it rip right here.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
Hey, I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Here's another 1-2. And another foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. Got it to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance. Chris Wilder. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Chris Wilder. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there. 4-2 the final score tonight. The San Francisco Giants host road win number 40 on the year. Diego Baez wins his team leading 10th game of the year. Cesar
for the victorious Giants.
Murillo. Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight the second of 3 to start the week between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's Diamondbacks baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Guy Burnside gets the start for Arizona in this one. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, his last outing wasn't pretty. He only threw 3 innings, and he took a loss. To me, this is a bounce-back game. It's a statement game. He's going to have to go back out and really be able to show that he can pitch at this level.
Harold, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matt, you know what I find interesting about this team and watching this game today? They are really playing strong baseball. They're playing good down the stretch. And that, to me, is all about that front office and the manager. They haven't quit. They've got plans in the future. And this looks like a club that you look at and you say, look out for them next year. May not get there this year, but next year they will.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes at the plate. Chris Wilder.
Up next
0
for the
for 1
Diamondbacks,
for him here in this one.
Third baseman, Chris Wilder.
And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Matt, I'm a little surprised he's throwing as well as he is. He's pitching less than 40% first pitch strikes, and it's either very deceptive or his stuff is electric to the hitters. Usually that doesn't happen when you're behind that much to have this kind of success.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
Oh, that one got the pitcher.
Nice job. Let's go.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
You want to talk about speed? Watch him here on this isolation replay. Is he flying or what? I love how smooth he runs, and he just bursted down the line.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Will Albrecht.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away. Stepping up to the plate, Eric Stockman. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Stockman.
Hey, see it and drive it up.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Digging in once again, Chris Wilder. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Chris Wilder.
Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Matt, real interesting pitching line here, but I looked a little deeper into the numbers, and you realize he's thrown less than 40% first pitch strikes to guys. He's been really behind almost every hitter in the game, at least half of them.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. It seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Ready once again, Will Albrecht. Couple of walks for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. On the ground up the middle, scooped up, step on the bag for 1, on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away. Ready for another shot now, Luis Pinto. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Grounder down the line at third. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Another hit, another multi-hit game. He has been on some kind of hot streak. They better start paying attention to him.
At the plate, Chris Wilder. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Wilder.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. That misses 1-2.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And a swing and a miss, as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never...
Well, the clear skies typically mean one thing: a hot afternoon here at Chase Field. Now in the box, Chris Wilder. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Harold Reynolds, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matt, you know what I find interesting about this team and watching this game today? They are really playing strong baseball. They're playing good down the stretch. And that, to me, is all about that front office and the manager. They haven't quit. They've got plans in the future. And this looks like a club that you look at and you say, look out for them next year. May not get there this year, but next year they will.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
At the plate, Chris Wilder, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Wilder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a base hit as the Diamondbacks are going to get on the board first. It's 1-0. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department.
Left fielder, number 3.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Pedro Sanchez. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Now the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Pinto onto the grass, makes the catch, and that'll retire the. Standing in, Chris Wilder. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Chris Wilder.
Hey, you got it. No one better.
First pitch on its way. Grounded to third. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Well, we always expect him. If he's got 2 hits in the hit column, something's going to be over the boards. But, hey, he'll take the 2 singles. Not complaining.
So stepping in, Pedro Sanchez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Sanchez.
The 0-2 home. Slider, and this is hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and the Diamondbacks are turned away as the inning. So striding in, Chris Wilder. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Wilder.
All right, one time right here.
Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1.
Now that is power. You want to challenge me? I'm going to give him a big swing. That was the big swing right there. I loved it.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 1 run, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks.
Here we go, kid. Here we go.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
Oh, right there. Sometimes you can just miss a ball. Doesn't mean you have to swing and miss, but that ball's right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't square it up the way he'd like to. He missed it.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Got him swinging in the dirt. So the lead runner holds on. Now at the plate, Chris Wilder, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. And there's the 4th wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk. Into the box now, Pedro Sanchez. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So striding forward now, Nick Westbrook. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it? To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
Now at the plate, Chris Wilder. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. Here's the first pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Come on, big guy.
And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. Possible game winners at second base here with one away.
Hey, like you can up there.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Here he is in his third inning of work out of the pen, which isn't all that common these days. And he's looking a little off right now. These guys aren't used to getting this much work in a single game anymore.
Line towards center field. Burnham is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Standing in, Boris Gomez.
Left fielder. Boris Gomez.
Hard ground ball to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Striding into the box,
The batter,
Chris
third
Wilder.
baseman, Chris Wilder.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk. Stepping in, Pedro Sanchez. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. He went down on strikes last time up.
Blake Swihart.
Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Wilder takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Well, it took about a game and a half to seal this deal, but they took the lead in the top of the 14th and hung on for the road win in the bottom of the 14th. That's a real team builder right there.
A player is addressed about a troubling trend in his plate performance of late. The coach advocates a more disciplined approach.
Friday night baseball from the K. Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series. Coming to the plate now, Chris Wilder. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Well, Matt, Joey Mack's been pretty good. He's a standard, basic umpire. Doesn't miss a whole lot. At the end of the day, though, he's pretty ordinary.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Campos rounds third and is digging for the plate. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Into the box now, Will Albrecht. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. hit the other way out toward right field. Ojeda is there. Let's see if they test it. And even with 2 outs now, they won't risk running on that arm out there as he's forced to sit tight at third base. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. HR, how do they go about ending the losing streak they're mired in?
Key to me is driving in runs. Their runners in scoring position, they've been really struggling. I mean, you don't have to hit home runs, but pick up that runner that's at third base with less than 2 outs. Hit the ground ball and drive it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Now batting, Wallace Bliss. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Wallace Bliss.
On the ground to third. Oh, what a stop. The throw. Got him.
He's out.
They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Striding in once again, Chris Wilder, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like his timing was perfect. He just didn't barrel it up.
Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
And the changeup is way low that time. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Digging in for his second at bat, Juan Cuevas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a line drive, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's 1 gone. Digging in to try it again, Chris Wilder, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First pitch on its way. Right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Digging in once again, Will Albrecht. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Stepping up to the plate, Chris Wilder. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple.
Wilder.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Your pitch only, huh?
Here it comes. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1.
This is exactly what they didn't want. Leading off an inning, and he goes up and he's swinging at everything. His balls aren't even close. He's got to make him work a little bit.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
Now that's a big base hit. Late in the game, you're down 1. You got the leadoff guy on now. The rest of the way, it'll be interesting to me. How are they going to manufacture? Will they bunt him over to move him into scoring position? Will they hit?
Runner goes for second on the ground to the right side. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base. Digging in and looking for more, Eric Stockman.
Number 4, Eric Stockman.
Come on, big guy. Come on, buddy.
Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Bliss ranges to his left. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ken Kondo, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now, Chris Wilder. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, and at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Come on, maybe get your pitch up there.
1-1. Here it comes. The big curveball just misses, apparently. Ball 2.
Well, right here, he's definitely worked himself into a very difficult situation. He's got the power hitter at the plate, and you got 2 balls. He's sitting there looking for his pitch to hit. You know he's zeroing in.
Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second runner's going to hold over at third. So a run scores, and they remain loaded here with 2 away.
So he tried to double up with him on a curveball. The problem with that is the first one you recognize, the second one you hit. Nice job.
Ready for another chance. Will Albrecht. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run. 8-4 tonight. Phil Aguila gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Ozzie Montano gets a 4-out save, his second. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com.
On 14 hits. No errors. They left.
Just off I-70 on the east side of town, a look at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Settling in now, Chris Wilder. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4-for-5 effort. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. These Royals, Harold Reynolds, entering play here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, they're 2-2 on the homestand, so obviously you don't want to go 2-3 if you lose this game here. 3-2, though. The win today gets you shooting towards maybe a nice little winning streak. That's why this game's important to me.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, McDonald's strike zone is pretty ordinary, pretty basic. Now, sometimes it's tough to figure out, and that's when you get frustrated with him. There's not a whole lot of flash, but you just want him. Be consistent, pick one side or the other. That's where guys get frustrated.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man.
Now at the plate, Chris Wilder. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. And the third inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball and no strikes.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Now in the box, Chris Wilder, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Into the windup and the pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
Let her rip right here.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Start it up.
to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it...
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Pierce ranging back. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he'll get in there safely.
Well, that's the 6th game he's hit in. He's swinging the bat pretty good now. That's a 6-game streak. You got to start somewhere. Pay attention, people. He's getting hot.
Ready once again, Will Albrecht. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Standing in, Chris Wilder. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning.
Wilder.
All right, let's go now. Let's go.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. But the runner's back easily.
Hey, let it fly.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there 1-0.
Hey, this game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And he'll get back in standing. All knotted up. 4-4 the score here in the 7th. Fouled straight back.
Come on, big guy.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Pierce is after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. No runs on it. Digging in, Dalton Pompey. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Dalton Pompey.
To third. Wilder. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So nothing happening this time. So coming to the plate, Chris Wilder.
Chris Wilder.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Not in time. He's in there at second.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Greenberg recovers, but he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard. Now at the plate, Dalton Pompey. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he is out at the plate. Trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
7 runs on 10 hits.
Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now to the plate, Chris Wilder, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. These Royals, Harold Reynolds, entering play here this afternoon. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done him any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, it's been a little bit of up and down inconsistency. I mean, they're 2-3 in this homestand. Haven't played solid baseball, but they got a chance to get to the 500 mark with a win in this game right here. And then after that, who knows? Maybe get on a nice streak.
Look out. A fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, You don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. So stepping in, Chris Wilder, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
2 men are on with 2 men out. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Hey, get your pitch and drive it.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Here we go.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Cruz corrals it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Digging in, Charlie Castilla, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Popped high in the air. Wilder is there for it. And that's the third out. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On now to the top of inning number 4. Diamondbacks lead this one 1-0. Into the box now, Chris Wilder. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. The windup and the 0-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning. Digging in, the switch hitter, Will.
He's going.
Runners going. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. So it's a base hit and a stolen base for him to kick off the inning. And you can see there he currently holds the top spot on this Arizona roster in that category. Both teams with 6 hits so far. High in the air into shallow left center. Pierce is in pursuit, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Eric Stockman. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Hey, one of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Line drive to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, that's a big RBI single right there, as well as their pitchers.
Ready now, Chris Wilder.
Third baseman, Chris Wilder.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Striding into the box, Will Albrecht. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Designated hitter, Eric Stockman.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it. Stepping into the box, Chris Wilder.
Third baseman, Chris Wilder.
And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1.
Here you go.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Oh, that looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. It's a little bit late, so he might have been just fooled just a tad bit, just enough not to square it up.
2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Hey, drive him in for us.
The next 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cruz waits on it, and that retires the side.
Well, this season didn't go the way they wanted to go, that's for sure. But at least they ended on a win. I'm sure there'll be a lot of adjustments between now and spring training, so we'll just have to wait and see what these guys look like then.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Royals slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. Greg McKnight wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Bill Watson wraps it up for the save.
Fortunately, all that remains of this team's disappointing season is for somebody to wrap it up and send it on its way. An early winter check-in. The player expresses interest in going elsewhere. He clarifies his intention.